Good evening, everyone. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Scholarships play a vital role in the educational journey of a student. Many of us, due to financial issues, decide to drop the fascinating careers. To avoid this, the Global Scholarship in association with VSM's SRKIT has made an effort now to create awareness amongst the students regarding various unknown scholarships sponsored by government, various NGOs, and private companies as well. I, Professor Vidya Deshpande, on behalf of whole VSM fraternity, take this opportunity in welcoming the keynote speaker, Mrs. Veena Deshpande, Managing Director, Trivitis Company Technologies Private Limited, to the session. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. I also extend a cheerful welcome to another guest speaker, a beneficiary student, Mr. Mohammad Mazhar. A very warm welcome to you too, Mohammad. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming another guest speaker of the session, Dr. KB Jagdish Gowda, Director Principal VSM's SRKIT Nipani. Welcome you, sir. Also, I would like to welcome the faculty coordinators of the webinar, Mr. Pawan Sharma, Professor B.I. Kattimani, and Professor Govind M.R., who have arranged the webinar. Welcome to you, all of you, sir. Heartily welcome to all the other faculty members attending the session. Lastly, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to my student friends to the session. Make the best of this webinar. Once again, welcome to one and all. Further, I would like to request Veena ma'am to continue with the session.
Good evening, everyone. Um,
Good evening, ma'am.
as Vidya ma'am has mentioned, it's regarding the scholarship awareness. As the name insisted, like we are giving awareness about the unknown scholarships. Uh, if it's if I have to start with what is scholarship, it's basically a grant or a charity which is being given to the students for the academic or educational help. So there are some, as per our survey, like it says, like how there are some myths and realities which we are going to clarify over here. That there are scholarships are given only to poor, or scholarships are given only to the highly scored students. Where this is the myth. Like first and foremost thing, I would like to clarify things like who are the scholarship providers. Scholarship providers are one is like government, NGOs, private companies are providing scholarships. Then community-wise, people are raising funds now to help their own communities, their students, students get more qualified education so that they can have a better life over there. Then there are HNIs, we call them as like there are individuals who are coming forward to raise funds or contribution that might be a small or a big amount, like the contributions they are doing, so that they can help any individual or a group of students with financial benefits. And there are some countries from which we receive funds also, so that they, as a platform, uh, we can provide some funds to the students, to the needy students, or to the studious ones. There are variety of things to be taken care over here. Is like how the scholarships are being raised. It is not only based on academics. It can be like for the sports purpose, for cultural activities, for hostels, for traveling, then for gadgets. For example, these days, like computers and laptops are being need of the need for the technical students, where they can mm, have their own studies, and there are few people who cannot afford a computer or a laptop. If uh, the private or the government is providing such facilities, students can get more benefits out of it. So this is how things are, like the scholarships are given to variety of people. It is not only for the academic. Then comes the another question, like who's that student or who's that scholar who can get this scholarship. Like it is obviously like for the academically who's scoring really good in marks, then the uh, the candidate or the student who is good in sports, the candidate who is like doing something out of the box. Like for example, government is raising, these days the fund of called as like for the incubation, like idea to innovation is the one like where government is providing the fund. If you have some innovative idea and you don't have anything to, you need some financial assistance in that, then also government is providing fund. And usually that's a myth. Like we are going with in these days, like as our survey has done, like it says the scholarships are like student know the scholarships of just 3 to 5 is the 3 is the minimum they know, like max is like 5 for the entire year. Whereas this global scholarship is the platform where they are like notifying students every month like 3 to 5 scholarships. For example, if I take like there are some government scholarship students know. One is like for example Vidyasri. So Vidyasri is the one scholarship people try to know. But whereas there are now as per I had communication, like there are 1200 plus scholarships are available on this platform. This is the first thing. Second is like the scholarships can be availed by anyone. For example, assume like somebody is really good at studies and they want to go for higher studies to the different country. It is not only national scholarships, we have international scholarships also over there. And there is no caste, there is no breed, like there is like scholarships are available for everyone. The awareness what we are trying to provide here is the same. Like scholarships are not reserved for the reserved categories or low income people. It is available for everyone. The only thing is like a platform like Global Scholarship is trying to clear all those myths. And if I talk about like on this side, I can mention like these all are the benefits to the students. On the other hand, if I'm talking about the institutional benefits, how institutions can get more benefit on this, opting such platforms. Uh, for example, like Vidya ma'am, like as she has initiated the conversation, I would like to take her example. Like assume like she's a very good scorer and she would like to opt one of the best colleges in India. Whereas she maybe like she cannot afford the fee structure of that college, so she may drop out her dream profession what she would like to have. If any scholarships are available, okay, and if she gets admission in the best college of the India, then how institution is benefited by that is like college can have the better student, very studious candidate, and if that candidate is getting onboarded like this, college can be in a very university. She can turn up as a university topper. Then institution will have a good name or a good candidate with them. This can be word of mouth for the better education. College can get a good reputation. And if I'm taking another example of the Nipani College itself, if they are having such tie-ups, then she can give a mouth marketing to the rest of the people. Like the college is providing such facilities, whereas students are financially they are not getting any burdens on their head. They can focus only on the studies and they can give the better results to the institution. Apart from this, like uh, there are some government rules also, like they can get highlighted in NBA, whereas they get some grades every year. Like when the evaluation goes on, they can have good grades because they notify all these things. Like they notice these things. The institution is providing, that is being counted. So this is how like if scholarship we consider, like there are enormous amount of benefits for institution as well as to the student. So this platform is providing some good piece of information to the students and to the institution benefit. And so far, like as I was going through the statistics of this platform, in the last quarter, they have provided, like they have shared some 33 lakhs worth links to the students, which is much more than the structure, I believe. So this can help the students to get more benefits, I believe, and even institution can also get more benefits from it. If any queries you guys have, like you can just shoot it in the chat bot. Like we are here to answer all your queries. I understand like everyone might be having one or the other questions. Like they can just raise the question in a chat bot so that we can revert back over there. And further, like over to you, Vidya ma'am. Vidya ma'am, you there?
Thank you, Ms. Purna, madam. As madam has rightly introduced that there are a number of scholarships available for the students on the basis of talent and all. Before that, I'd like to introduce Veena madam over here. She is the co-founder and the managing director of the Travis Technologies Private Limited. She completed her BCA, MSc, PGDCA. She was earlier associated with SICA BCA, BBA College, Jaipur. Before that, she was associated with Padma Shri Technologies. She and her friend has started the Travis Technologies in 2016, which grabbed the foreign clients in short span. And they were the only people who has done the projects on the Midnath in North Karnataka. They were the official technical partner for the many of the government projects. One of the main projects which was like Vikshatan Abhiyana of Forest Department in association with Koti Vriksha Abhiyana at Vijaypura. And Madam has
Pawan sir?
Madam, yeah, madam.
Pawan sir. Sir, your
Yeah.
voice is not. Yes, sir, it's breaking.
Can you hear it now?
Yes, sir.
Madam has trained around 1200 interns in this period, and there were more than 35 of the team is associated with Madam. Madam is a nature lover, plants caretaker, globetrotter, and fond of reading books. Today, we are very privileged to have Veena Madam with us. Thank you, Madam, for giving your valuable time with us and guiding the students to get the scholarships from various sources. Thanks a lot. And before this, I want to give a brief introduction about what the TGS is. The Global Scholarship and VSM SR Kotiwala Institute of Technology has organized a webinar today on awareness of unknown scholarship, an idea which has started to help the people and to support the education sector of the people who were lagging to continue their education, has given a good opportunity to avail the scholarship over here. Even education institutions are also suffering to run the institutions, so scholarships can help a vital role in running an education institutions. As Veena madam has mentioned over here that some of the scholarships are a fund are also for education institutions. So the global scholarship platform has done a research on how to get the scholarships for students, as well as how to support the education institutions. The Global Scholarship has created the platform called theglobalscholarship.org, which will support the students by sending links through their SMS, WhatsApp, and email. Every month, the platform will send you the links to the students, which will be helpful for the students to apply for the scholarships. The TG largest team is from other service providers, as the Global Scholarship team is continuous in touch with the students, institutions, and donors. I now call upon the Maharuf to present the video about the Global Scholarship. Over to you, Maharuf.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'll be sharing the screen in 1 minute. Just waiting for the connection. Hello. Yeah, can you see the screen? Can you please anyone let me know if you can see the
Yes,
screen?
sir. Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yeah, thank you. So the first thing is, if you want to go to the website of the Global Scholarship, you have to have the link. If you don't have the link, you can Google the Global Scholarship, and there you will get the suggestions like the Global Scholarship. So first you need to click on the first suggestion, the globalscholarship.org. Remember, the .org is the domain name. And once you come here, you will see some options like you will have the registration button at the bottom. Once you click on it, you will be redirected to the registration page. If not, if you won't find it, you can go to the menu, and then you can uh, register from here as well from the login page. Okay. There are the fields like full name, Aadhaar number. You have to fill all these fields, and once you are done, you have to click on the registration button, which will lead you to the payment page. Okay, once you are done with the form filling, then you will be redirected to the payment page. Here you can use card, UPI, net banking, or else if you have the wallet in Razorpay, you can use that as well. If most of the people use PhonePe, so PhonePe has UPI ID, so you can just put the UPI ID in here. And once you add the UPI ID, you have to wait for the confirmation of the payment. When payment is succeeded, you will be redirected to the homepage with a success message saying your registration has been done successfully. Now, the second step is you have to log in so that you can view the dashboard. So once you log in from the login page, you will be redirected to a form filling page where you have to enter or update your profile like your qualification, your location, your previous studies, your current studies, or if you have any talent, then you have to mention it here. And the reason for this one is according to the form that you have filled over here, the scholarships will be marked and sent to you on your SMS. Once you are done with the form filling and all, you have to click on the update profile button, and your profile will be updated. The stats you will be able to see are will be displayed in the home page of the dashboard, or else you can see the matching scholarships for you in the notified section. If not, if you have missed any of the scholarships, what you can do is you can go to the website again, click on the menu, then apply for scholarship, and over there you will get to see the list of scholarships which are available at the platform. And on every click, like, there will be two buttons, read more and apply now. If you click on the read more, you will get to see the details, or else on apply now you will be redirected to the respective page of the scholarship which they are providing. These are the details will be visible to you, and there will be a submit button at the bottom. So once done, if you have applied, you can go back to the dashboard if you have any access to the dashboard, or else you can log out from here. Over. So, anybody wants to know anything else, or want me to explain one more time? If yes, please drop the message in the chat box, or else you can ask the queries instead. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maharu. If any queries are there, you just drop a message in the chat box. We will be having a question and answer session after the principal's remarks. So I request students not to exit from the webinar, as it's purely doubt clearance session will be there after the before the end of the session. TGS team will be available for you always on the number mentioned in the chat box. Now I request Mr. Muhammad Mazhar, who is the beneficiary of the various scholarships in his education career. He is born in middle class of Vijaypur, completed his schooling in Vijaypur, and even completed his BE Mechanical from Engineering College, SICAB Engineering College at Vijaypur. After that, he was associated with Mavia Engineering Consultants. Later, he shifted his career to software development by completing the courses. He is an beneficiary of various scholarships since his PU education, which he well utilized till today. And we are proud to have him today with us. Now, I request Muhammad Mazhar to have guidance for our students. Sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are fine and safe. Well, the necessity of scholarships plays a vital role in any student's life. So we always need to be in a zeal of scholarships. Finding the available and applicable scholarships has always been a hectic process, but believe me, it's worth it. Here I will explain you why. Firstly, we need to understand that education is not for free. So the main purpose of scholarship is to acquire education through scholarships, which will not just reduce your burden, but of your parents' burden too. I myself paid 60% of my college fees by utilizing the scholarships, and also you need to spend your scholarships in a planned way so that all your necessities are completed. Now I will share my experiences about how scholarships help me in my education life. I have took a laptop using my scholarships, which is a very basic need in any of the students' life. It helped me a lot because with laptop it would have been very difficult because without laptop it would have been very difficult to understand the designing concepts as they must be practiced on system software, and the labs provided in the colleges are not always vacant. It had also helped me to study the syllabus through e-learning during exam times and on the academics. I have also done my educational tours using my scholarships. I personally believe that just bookish knowledge is not enough to understand the concept thoroughly. Practical knowledge is must. For me, it is same difference like reading a story and seeing a movie. I had also bought a DSLR using my scholarship. As I said, I used to travel a lot in my holidays. I also felt that the need of a good camera to store my memories. As I said you in the beginning that you need to plan and spend your scholarships. You also have to save some amount of each scholarship, and that will help you in the end of your academics. By this, what I mean is finding a job far from home in big cities, metropolitan cities has its own expenses to complete your needs. So if you have some savings left in your pocket, then it will surely reduce your stress to find a good job. I would like to conclude by giving a couple of advices. Firstly, apply as many scholarships as you can. I used to apply for 3 scholarships. Among three, one was always rejected. As there is a chance of acceptance, there is also a chance of rejection. So please apply as many scholarships as you can, at least target for your complete fee, so that you can avoid educational loans. Last, utilize the scholarship to its last extent. If you use it purposefully and effectively, then for education, you will never run out of the cash. Thank you. Thank you all. Stay safe.
Thank you, Mazhar. Now I request Dr. Jagdish Goda sir to give a principal remarks over here. After this, we will be having question and answer sessions by students and a panel be here to guide you. Over to you, Jagdish Goda sir.
Good evening to all. I hope I am audible. First of all, I am very much thankful to the team of the Global Scholarship for supporting us to organize this students eccentric webinar. And also I am thankful today's guest speaker is Veena Deshpande, Managing Director, Privates Technologies Private Limited, and the Mohammed Ajar, who is the student beneficiary. In line with the Global Scholarship, I would like to say a few about the scholarship. The first of all, what's the meaning of the scholarship? The scholarship we are seeing in the different ways. That is, some of the money or other aid grant issued by a student because of his or her merit or need to pursue his or her studies. Or in other way, the scholarships are to reward a student's academic achievement and educational programs. Receiving a scholarship is a big achievement as students is concerned. This is actually a golden opportunity for genius aspiring students. Then what is the importance of the scholarship? Because in students' life, every student's story is different. But the financial gap in paying the higher education is still apparent. By providing sufficient scholarship assistance, we can enable the greater success in higher education. Providing backing for deserving students who want to graduate with a degree and with an intention of give back to the society. Providing access to education through scholarships helps students in realizing their long-term goals and reaching their fulfilled potential. The scholarships open the door to higher education, including research, for talented students who might otherwise be left thousands of dollars in debt or not thinking higher education at all. The students who receive a scholarship have proven to have a higher retention rate and graduation rate. Because of the financial problems, the many students are keeping away from higher education and research. By knowing very well about the financial supports or getting scholarship, the students can fulfill their dreams. Then question comes, who gives you a scholarship? So what I've already mentioned, the scholarship only can come from many number of sources. There are scholarships provided by government sector, corporate, universities, and many NGOs. If I speak with statistics, currently both the central and state governments are offering a scholarship of more than 10,000 crores annually for pre-matric, post-matric, and higher education and research. If you look into a private sector, other than the government sector, are also funding in education sector, the amount is around, so if I take a statistics of 2014 and 2019, it was around 15,742 crores pumped only the student scholarship or for the education. With this scholarship, the students are going to get based on the merit or talent, and sometimes they are getting based on they either maybe the minority, starting from the schools or professional education or maybe the research. Nowadays, you may think why the scholarship is essential. Everybody knows the cost of education, and also we know that education is must to improve our lifestyle. Because of increasing cost of institutions, or you can take a college, school, university, anything, the scholarship are going to help for a needy students. And if you think of the students' loan rate, because some of the students may not get a scholarship, the such students generally going for a loan, even though they may get a scholarship without knowledge or awareness about getting the scholarship, directly they are going for getting a loan. As per the recent research and the paper statements, a huge number of urban families are engaged in mortgage and getting a loan for their work studies. And also, if you see the bank rate interest for education loan is going to be higher year by year. And that's why the scholarship are very important. And nowadays, the basic living expenses are also high in any of the professional education is concerned. Even the parents look after the tuition fees. Again, they have to think of how to manage the basic living expenses. For that also, they can look for the scholarship instead of going for a loan. And nowadays is a passion and also the need for most of our professional students, the thinking to go abroad for higher studies. There are so many scholarships which are available to go to abroad, not only for study, even for presenting their technical seminars, attending workshops, for so many reasons. For all these things, the many scholarships are available, but many of us, without having much knowledge about the availability of the scholarship, we are suffering by taking some loan from the bank. And another thing is that what just now the beneficiary has mentioned, there is no limit to the apply receipt. in everything. If you apply for 4 to 5 scholarships, I think you may get all the scholarships. The basic thing, the main motto of arranging this webinar is that to create awareness among all our students belong to the Kotiwala Institute of Technology to know about who are eligible to apply for scholarship schemes, which field in the application forum are mandatory, what is the last date for submitting application online, how to check the status of individual application. These are very, very essential. We have seen many times, even in my institution, many students missed or skipped getting the scholarship because of unaware about the last date. But the global scholarship team is taking care of all. They're having a system. Once the students get registered, they keep on touch with all the students and they are finding the based on your portfolio for which scholarship you are eligible.
Sir,
Similarly,
sir,
they are going to post any
sir,
information through your mobile and you are going to get an awareness and the chances of skipping or applying the scholarship will be minimized.
principal, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. So, since this is the session is going to end within 5 minutes, another link will be generated and shared on the WhatsApp. I request all the students to please rejoin. Sir, as still question answer session is to be. Sir, principal sir, to please continue your address, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you. So I would like to take an opportunity to thank Mr. Maruf and Pawan for organizing from the global scholarship team, and I am very much thankful and organizing team of our institution and myself to the global scholarship team. Also thanks to all my students for attending the webinar. Thank you everyone and take care yourself. So before concluding, just I would like to say follow the precaution for COVID-19. Please all dear friends wear mask, maintain social distancing, boost your immune system, the practice respiratory hygiene while coughing or sneezing, wash your hands frequently the right way. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Good day. Bye. Vidya Deshpande.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your valuable remarks. If any of the students having any queries, even the institutional staff has having any queries, they can ask the questions.
Vishwajit has a question like students can apply, how many scholarships student can apply? Students, there is no bar for anything, like students can apply any number of scholarships. The only thing is you should match up to the criteria. So you can apply any number of scholarships. There is no bar to the number. And government, private, NGOs, community-wise, there are some company CSR funds who are raising funds for this scholarship. There are individuals who are raising scholarships. The only thing is you should fit into the criteria what the scholarship provider is giving. That's the reason if you are registering through the platform, like your profile should be crystal clear. Like you should fill up all piece of information so that it can match up your profile, and it can the respective link will be shot to your mobile number.
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am. Ma'am, irrespective of caste, the students can apply the scholarships, right, ma'am, based on their merit or income or such kind thing?
No, ma'am. Like it's irrespective of caste, irrespective of gender, irrespective of income. Anybody can apply. There are a number of scholarships which are not giving any criteria specifically only for minority and all. There is no specific caste has been mentioned. There is a degree-wise scholarships have been raised. That is based on the percentage scholarships are in. It is basically the criteria will be set by the scholarship provider. It is not by us or it is not by the platform. It is the criteria are set by the scholarship provider, the one who's giving the scholarship. And whereas this platform does it is going to match up those as this entire platform is based on AI based model. So it matches those scholarships only which are going to match up your profile, and only those scholarship links will be sent to the respective student.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Students from anywhere can apply for scholarships, right, ma'am? From any state or district like that.
Come again?
Students from anywhere can apply these scholarships, right, ma'am?
Ma'am, like government scholarships there are two types of scholarship in government, like main distinguish I'm talking about. One is state government and another one is central government. If it is central government scholarship, like any student can apply. If it is, there are some scholarship which are dedicatedly can be able by only the respective state students. Whereas private companies which are raising funds, there are no bars for that. Like uh, they can apply from anywhere and for anything. Like government is also raising like for travel expense, for educational fee structure, for hostels, for their food. So there are many variety of things out there.
Okay. Ma'am, these scholarships now, if a student has completed his education, so now he's working. So if he faces some issues during the starting stage of his the job career, are they eligible, ma'am, for applying the scholarships?
No, because the scholarships are only given to those who are like studying or who
Studying.
are pursuing the
Students.
education. Yeah.
Education with any institution which is like affiliated, or any private institution is also okay, sir.
Yeah, it is like from KG to PG, we have scholarship list with us. Okay, and
Yeah.
the students can be admitted in a private or the government institutions can get benefits of you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, madam. Hello.
With a question.
Ask the question, please.
I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am? Okay.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah, madam, my question is, any student, uh, maybe he may be the dropout, I can say, okay? He can apply for a scholarship to continue his education?
Yes, sir. As he's still student, like he can continue with the education and he can apply for the scholarship also. And there are, as I have mentioned like earlier, like there are criteria which will be set by government or the scholarship provider. For example, Vidya Siri. If I take an example of Vidya Siri, Vidya Siri is the one scholarship which doesn't allow the dropouts or the one who has a backlog cannot apply for the scholarship. This piece of information I have with me.
Then what is the procedure for applying a scholarship? Through you, through your link.
Sorry,
Because
through.
as a person of myself, I don't know, I don't have any idea of a scholarship for which scholarship I am eligible. Okay. But I want
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
some scholarship. If I just register under your firm,
Huh.
I'm going
So
to get
the
it.
thing the things goes like this, sir. Once you register over there, then there will be
Yeah.
profile update dashboard will be there for every student, where student can update their details, like that might be um, their income, their past studies, their past percentage, whether student is orphan or handicapped, or hostelite or a day scholar. All the information can be filled over there. Based on that, as I mentioned, like this platform is AI based, like artificial intelligence matches the fields, and as the criteria has been set by the scholarship provider, it matches to those things and only matched up the candidate is, for example, I am a girl, like on the other day, the as if I've talked about company CSR funds, like Fair and Lovely releases a fund only to the girls. Okay, so if I have not updated in my profile my gender specification, I have not distinguished over there, then it is obviously it will not match up to my profile, and the notification cannot be reached to me only because I have not specified my gender over there. I hope I have clarified your question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So another question is how the institution level scholarships.
Can you come again? Can you raise your voice?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Related to institutional level scholarship, I think I heard that there are some scholarships to institution also. Hello. Hello.
Back with the question.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. My question is institutional level scholarship. Is there any institutional level scholarship? You please specify, and how institution has to proceed.
MS कर लो. Hello.
Institutional
Hello,
funds
sir.
which are there are like many government scholarships which are giving, and there are many companies, big companies, CSR funds are being released to the institutions also, sir.
Okay,
They will directly have a tie-up, and we are like we are in a collaboration with institutions, also the scholarship providers, especially like we are tying up with some private organizations because they are not finding proper candidate to give the scholarship amount or the CSR fund what they are releasing. So we are having a tie-up with companies, private companies also, who are coming forward to release the funds, and we are being like an aggregator. uh, we are helping them, the private companies, to find out the right candidate or the right institutions where we can give where students get more benefited from them.
Hello, I have one question. Can I ask?
So a student like who has asked the question, like in a month, one engineering students can apply how many scholarships, if I'm not wrong? How many links we have sent? Like in the last quarter, like we have sent 22 links, value worth of 33 lakhs worth scholarship links we have sent. Like you had a question, if I'm not wrong. Uh, Dr. Mukesh Patanchetti has some question, I guess.
Yeah. Dr. Murugesh here. Now, one of my brother, he did his MBBS, and I think he had a practice of near about 12 years now. Now he has made up his mind to go for MS program. Uh, so, can he apply for scholarship if he get through in MS entrance?
Yes, sir. There are international scholarships are also available, and that doesn't make any sense whether there is a gap in his studies or not. But he is going to continue with his education, so it is going to be benefited. Like he'll be considered as a student anyhow, so he can apply for the scholarships and he can get it. And there are many more international scholarships are also available. From KG to PG, we have scholarships available with us.
So you would say that there is no scholarship for PhDs.
It is available for the PhD holders also, sir. Like there are enormous like amount of scholarships are available for them also.
I was kidding. Okay, thank you very much for the information for scholarship for MS program.
Thank you so much, sir. Other questions?
Does anyone
For
want to ask
an
any more
engineering
questions?
student, like sorry, uh, Aniket, Mr.
Hello,
Aniket
ma'am.
has a question like, if I apply 5 different scholarships, will I get or not? Definitely, if you are matching up with the criteria, then definitely you can get more than 10 if you are applying 10. I mean, if it's not only about 5, you should match up with the criteria what the scholarship provider is setting up. Then you can apply 10, you can apply 20, you can apply any number. Number doesn't matter here. You should match up with the profile. And as being the global scholarship platform, like every month, not less than 5 scholarship links we are forwarding to the students, and which are on average worth of some 3 to 5 lakhs worth.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, you can ask your question.
Ma'am, if you make the study loan, then the any make study loan is make a problems to any other scholarship, na ma'am? Hello.
That doesn't have any such thing over there.
If you make the study loan, then the hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you make the study loan, then the study loan is does not make the any problems to the apply the scholarship, na ma'am?
That doesn't make any sense.
If you make the study loan, then the applying the scholarship, the study loan is does not make any restrictions or rules to the scholarship, na?
I want to clarify you one thing, like loan is different than scholarship is different. Loan is which
Okay.
you need to repay. Okay, scholarship is a grant which you're never going to repay.
Okay. Ma'am, thank you.
Hello, teacher. I'm not getting scholarship. Can I also get the scholarship by this?
Can you just tell me, like, come again, like what you have mentioned?
I'm not getting scholarship, teacher. Can I also get on this app scholarship?
Yeah, you can get, but you have to apply for that. And can you just tell me, introduce yourself with your name and what is your study going on? Like, I can give you some brief note on that.
My name is Saurabh Ravindra Chowgule, and I'm from mechanical engineering second year, teacher.
Definitely, if you are an engineering student, that there are enormous amount of scholarships are available, and you can apply, and obviously you can get as well.
But I asked in office that I'm not getting scholarship. They told to me.
How many scholarships you have applied so far? Can you just tell me that? Can you just tell me the number? Like so far, you are in the first year of engineering or in the second year of engineering?
Second year.
Okay, in the first year, can you just mention like how many scholarships you have applied?
Teacher, for that college scholarship is there no government?
What can you just name? Can you just name it?
Teacher, that government Jain minority scholarship.
Fine, that is one. Then is that the only one you applied?
Only one. Yes, teacher. Yes.
So like see, I'll just explain you the problem. Like, have you heard the previous session?
No, teacher.
See, this is the problem. Like, see, the count says like as many more number you apply, like there are more possibilities of winning the scholarship. As Mr. Mohammed Mazhar was the one beneficiary who has mentioned, like probably he belongs to the mechanical branch itself. Like if you have gone through previous session, you would have got the more clarity. He belongs to minority, and every year like he used to apply only 3 scholarships because he was aware of only 3 scholarships by that time, and one used to get always rejected. Okay, so you can I hope I have clarified you my doubt. Like, see, no, like apply as many number of possibilities, more number of scholarships, so that you have more chances to match up scholarship provider criteria, and you can avail more benefits of the scholarship.
Yes, teacher.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, if you apply the more than 5 to 6 scholarship, then you can anyhow restriction. We can get only this much scholarships.
If it is government scholarship, then there are restrictions. But if it is private or NGO or individuals or community wise the funds are being raised, then there are no restrictions.
Then some people are told to if you apply this 5 to 6 scholarship, then you can get only this much scholarship. Then how can?
I'm telling you, like there are if it is government also there are 2 variety of scholarship. One is government and another one is state government. So if it is led by the government, we cannot have control over that. But private organizations are like private companies have no restrictions for that. N number of scholarship you can apply and you can avail that.
It means, ma'am, we can apply the government scholarship, then you can get only one government scholarship.
Sorry, come again.
If you can apply the government scholarship, then you can get only one government scholarship, na?
Maybe.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
But I would like to suggest, like to the previous question, the girl has asked, like you apply more, and where you can, I guess it's Vinayshri. Vinayshri, like I would like to tell you, like this is what the simple formula we are trying to explain. Like apply more, so there are your possibilities of getting more and more. It will keep on increasing.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, Saurabh, you can ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. I am also from mechanical branch, second year. Hello. Hello.
Continue with the question, Saurabh.
In first year, ma'am, I don't get the scholarship because I am studying 12th in Maharashtra.
Come back with the question, Saurabh.
My first year scholarship is not because my 12th is done in Maharashtra.
there are some criteria which government will set, like it will be traced out based on your Aadhaar number. Okay, so there might be a restriction from the government, and like the different state candidate cannot get the scholarship, and I believe that might be a state scholarship, that cannot be a central scholarship. But for private organizations like it, that doesn't make any sense, like whether you belong to which state. You being part of the India, then it is like you can go with that. I suggest like focus more on applying the private scholarship, and the scholarships. I like, I clarify this doubt. Scholarships are not being from which state you are. Scholarship providers are setting up the criteria like your marks, your caste, your talent, your academics, and whether you are a hostelite or a day scholar. These all are the different criteria which are being set by the scholarship provider, and those piece of information we are giving you. And the major thing, like we the students, what problem they have faced, like our survey says, like they are not getting the notifications or the awareness about the scholarship is not being given to the students on time. That is, when is the start, what is the end date, and what are the criteria which have been set by the scholarship provider to avail that scholarship. These are the criteria. Questions, Vidya ma'am?
Shall we wind up, ma'am?
It's up to you. Like I have one question from my end, like to the student who have previously, like I can hear many students, like they are telling that they have applied. So I want to check, like from my end, one question is there: did they face any difficulty to find, and obviously to apply the scholarship?
It's not.
Give a clarification.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, as our institution is concerned, so we are much concentrating on the tournament scholarship is concerned, particularly state government. I think the many students and ourselves also, we don't have much awareness about the scholarships which are available, provided by even private agencies also. So I think now we have to extend our support by making use of our students database, which we are going to share to you, and then our students may apply both central government scholarship, state government scholarship, as well as private scholarship based on their eligibility. I think in the coming days, most students may get a benefit out of this.
Yes, sir. Like we are happy to support on that matter. Like apart from forwarding, I mean, we are here to give the support, technical support, or applying process. Like if we are providing email support, telephonic support. So you guys can connect with us, and we are happy to help you over here.
You can wind up.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would like to wholeheartedly extend my gratitude towards Veena Deshpande ma'am for giving us her valuable time, clearing all the myths regarding the scholarships, and also answering all the queries of our students. And we expect that this support continues with the institution. Thank you so much, ma'am, for addressing our students regarding in this regard. And I would like to okay, thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank Pawan sir for coordinating, introducing the Global Scholarship Platform to us and coordinating the session. And also Maruf sir for telling the procedure, giving an information regarding how to register for the scholarships. Thank you so much, Maruf sir, and also the beneficiary Mazhar, who has shared his experience, which will be a great information and motivation to the students for applying the scholarships in their future educational study. Thank you so much, Mazhar. And also, I would like to extend my gratitude towards Dr. KB Jagdish Gowda, principal of the institution, for giving us this opportunity to host the webinar on such a very important topic. Thank you so much, sir. And finally, the coordinators, Professor B.I. Kattimani, sir, and Govind, sir, for also coordinating with this webinar. And all the students, thank you so much for attending the session. Thank you so much,
To
everyone.
extend my
Because
thanks to Vidya ma'am, like I would like to thank
yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
you
ma'am. Continue.
for hosting the entire event. I'd like to thank Mr. Jagdish sir. I would like to thank all the management people who have helped us to organize this entire event, and would like to thank Pawan sir for hosting this meeting and communicating with the management and made sure that things will run very smooth over there. Thank Mr. Mazhar and Maruf for their valuable time, and especially the students who have participated. And I have a suggestion, like if they have any queries, there is a WhatsApp group. They can communicate over there, and we have displayed our number over there. They can, for any queries, they can call or check with us anytime. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. We have also floated the information regarding the contact numbers with all our students, ma'am. They will contact you if they have any queries.
Definitely, ma'am. Anytime they can call.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye bye.
You can leave the meeting, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks so much, ma'am.